I'm Jared Silver, Director of Engineering here at Brilliant.org. Brilliant is building a world filled with great problem solvers. 2024 for us was a year of focus on quality. We even had a bit of a motto internally to ship fast but fix faster for the year of 2024. This is where our interest in QA Wolf and just general exploration sort of came from. In QA Wolf, we found a true partner in a company that really wanted to make sure that we were getting our money's worth and making this thing work. We move really fast at Brilliant, and we need partners who are able to move as fast as we'd like to be able to. And that has also been historically hard to find, not just thinking about QA vendors, but just vendors in general. And that's something that we've really appreciated about the QA Wolf team. As a software engineer on the team, it was really hard to have confidence when I, merged something and deployed it, that thing would work. Not only is it going to work now, but it's going to work in perpetuity in the future, that it's going to work in all the different browsers and on the mobile devices that our end users use. There are so many different permutations of usage and also permutations of changes, and that sort of cognitive overhead that was present for every time we published a piece of content, every time that we changed an existing piece of content, every time that we published a new feature was a lot, and it definitely resulted in us moving slower than we otherwise would be. As a sort of interactive learning product, Brilliant is very similar to building a game engine in many ways. And there were some vendors, in fact most vendors, were not actually capable of interacting the way that an end user would with the sort of interactive game-like elements that appear throughout our content. Whereas QA Wolf handled this really, really swimmingly, and the QA Wolf test suite I think is running under 5 minutes right now. In terms of the cost for things actually being broken for end users, we were able to put together, based on our QA Wolf trial, a basic approximation, and we can very quickly quantify, wow, okay, over the course of a year, we're saving hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars just in terms of top-line revenue because of the quality issues that we're able to resolve. And over the course of our relationship with QA Wolf, I expect that to be many millions of dollars that we're sort of saving over time. On the flip side, engineers being able to click deploy, not have to sit there and babysit it, have full confidence that, okay, after this goes live, the full automated test suite is going to run. It's going to catch if something is broken. It's going to alert me. I'm going to be able to move on, focus on the next project, and not have to have this kind of context hanging over me for the next 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours. In some cases with the manual QA team, we won't hear back for an entire day. And that's just not acceptable from a quality perspective, but it's also really harmful from a productivity perspective because those engineers are now sort of split-brained. One of the reasons that we're especially excited about mobile testing is that having confidence that the release is going to go off without a hitch is significantly more important than it is for web. The mobile applications are a lot harder to follow that sort of creed that we talked about earlier of ship fast, fix faster, because once you deploy a mobile application to the App Store or the Play Store, it's out there. It's not easy to just roll forward a fix. It could take days, it could take weeks, and you're kind of at the behest of the Google and Apple giants. And the cost savings that we've seen on web should be, I would expect, probably in the ballpark of an order of magnitude greater because of that dynamic. Another thing that comes to mind is the rapid response time of QA Wolf's engineers, such that when something potentially has broken, it is the QA Wolf team that is doing that first initial pass to determine if something is actually broken or if it's just the test, and the amount of time that saves our internal team. We don't need to be sitting there manually updating all of the different tests that were sort of affected by flows that we've changed, and that time was instead invested in continuing to build great features for our learners, and that has paid a lot of dividends already as well. Thinking about the different sort of component costs here, one that stands out the most is the sort of 24/7 coverage, or 24/5 coverage, I guess, that QA Wolf provides. In order to be able to achieve that, accounting for the fact that people are going to go on vacation and people are going to get sick from time to time, the necessary redundancy would probably require a minimum of 4 or 5 full-time engineers. That's expensive for us. That is a really significant proportion of our entire engineering organization. We can just send a link to a Figma file and say, hey, this is what this will look like moving forward, and trust that the tests are going to be updated appropriately, and ensure that we're going to have the right coverage. Definitely makes it feel more like an extension to our team. There are a lot of challenges that we face in trying to create a world of great problem solvers and build this product. Anything that we can sort of take off of our plates and entrust a trusted partner to take care of for us makes it a lot easier to focus on the things that are most determinative to our success.